Hello everyone, this is Tammy, and I am back finally. We did not get a pay last week, so I did not make a video. It's something with Chris's job. This makes the third mishaps with his pay since he's been there. Hopefully it will get rectified, but as far as right now, they said that it came out of their account, so they can't send a second one because he could end up getting the first one and then getting paid double. So it's a waiting game, right? So, because of this issue and him not making enough anyway, for us to afford all the bills, they are sending him to an out-of-town job sooner. So he will be getting more of his pay, or it's 20% more an hour for his pay, and it's the only time they get overtime. He will be gone for 3 weeks, come back for 2 days, and then be gone somewhere else for 6 weeks. So you all just say a prayer for me, please. I'm sorry that I've neglected this channel. It's because, one, it's just overwhelming to even consider how behind everything is. Nothing's behind. I said that wrong. But I'm using the credit cards an awful lot. So technically, they would be behind if I did not have that line of credit. Anyway, we've been working very hard. I have a second channel, which has now turned into my primary channel because it is monetized, and I will be getting my first paycheck next month from YouTube with that channel. It's a reaction channel to K-pop. I need to add my add my link in the description below. I will hopefully remember to do that. So I have cut cost, right? So, excuse me, I needed a sip of water. Before, we had several subscriptions. We had Spotify, Netflix, Rent Report, Google, Disney, Canva, and Viki, and it was like, just over $90 because this had gone up. My Google, I'm paying for more storage now, but I canceled my Rent Report because we moved, and it automatically cancels anyway, but I made sure that it was not going to take out of my account anymore. That was only $5. Still, $5 is $5. Canceled the Disney, the Canva, and the Viki account. So now my subscriptions are only $50. This is, this past week, how I budgeted it out. It was only $400 because that's as much as he can give me on just a regular pay week. Hopefully we will be getting more while he's gone. Hopefully there won't be any issues with his pay. Pretty much they're sending him on this extra job before the 6-week one so he can get the per diem as well, more on the hour. Hopefully everything will be rectified, but as right now, we're just like twiddling our thumbs. Rent has been paid. Mariner has been paid. That was the last bill for the month of April that needed to be paid. I paid all the credit cards payments as well. Now right here I have no pay last week, $417. I had an Etsy deposit of $32. I sold 5 packages for Etsy. All were 25% off, so my gross earned was $103, but my pay of that is only $55. That's because I ran that sale and the transaction fees. I had spent $500 in renewing listings. Did I say 500? $5. I had spent $5 in renewing listings that had expired. But I should be getting like $28, I believe, this week from Etsy. After these were paid, we had $22. Just That's going to go towards literally whatever. I did have to buy Alistair some new shoes, but thankfully at Shoe Department I had $34 credit, so his shoes were less than $7. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I literally told Alistair, I was like, it was meant for us to come here instead of Walmart, because I had bought him shoes 2 weeks ago from Walmart, because I always get Walmart shoes because they're growing so fast, and they were literally the only pair that would fit him, but they ended up being so tight on the sides that it just busted the bottom off, and I couldn't fix it. So we went to Shoe Department because I already knew that we did not have a variety to choose from at Walmart. But okay, all debts have been paid this month. I rounded up all of my credit card debt, and I have that placed right here. We're going to start keeping a closer eye on this. I, a couple weeks ago, just said, screw it, I'm already in debt, and I spent a lot of money on my credit card. Just on stuff that helps me here, like shelves and stuff, just helps declutter. But it wasn't a necessity, but we'll work towards getting that back down. We're not going to spend any more unless it is an entire necessity, unless it is groceries. My food stamps did go down, so they went down $110. We've been spending anywhere from $200 to $300 in cash a month before groceries are ready. So this is gonna add another $100 to that, so it's gonna be $300 to $400 cash possibly. I'm just hoping that this job works out. We spent $909, which this isn't just me, this is also my mother. So my mother pays this $217, $164, and the $25. That is my form of babysitting money. So it is earned by me but paid out of her account. So technically it would be in my hand if I didn't have these bills. So we paid $909 this month. $56.72 went towards interest, and that brings down our debt total to $33,215.80. That makes us have paid off $851.44 this month. I just can't get over the fact that my debt payments are more than my rent right now. Thankfully, I am in a position that I don't have to pay as much as those around me, and I am going to work hard to get out of that because I don't like being dependent on programs like that. I am very thankful for them though. If it wasn't for that, we would have been homeless a very long time ago. But yeah, let's just move on. This is what we have saved up, $269. This is in my bank account. This has to stay in there for the savings account to stay open. I have paid my portion for Blaine's braces, but we still don't know if there's going to be any additional. He's going to have his braces put on at the beginning of the summer, so we'll know more maybe in the next month or so. But I have not been contributing to that. That's why I really just don't want to touch any of this. Savings, we have $64. It went down $20 because I needed to use $20 of it. And then $105 for emergency. This is going to stay here just in case I have to pay a bill with it. And I'm going to do my best to not get into this at all. So our Walmart right now, our new balance is $854. My credit, or my Capital One first account, it's $1,498.10. My second account that I have a balance on is $55.46, and that only has a balance on it because I needed gas. Was it gas? It was either gas or diapers and stuff. I can't remember. Okay, and then Mercury, this is the one that we racked up the debt on. This was $400 and now it's over $1,000. So $1,094.45. It has the lowest minimum rate. I'm not sure where it's at on the the interest, but the payment's going to go up because the balance went up so much. But when we get this 55 paid off, that 28 we'll just try to throw onto that, because I was paying 30. This is the first time since I had a balance back on it that I only paid the minimum on it. And this is Chris's credit card, $250. That's going to be next up. So total this past month we spent $278 in cash and $828 in EBT, but that is only because they deposited May's payment early. I don't know if that is nationwide, but in Tennessee, they deposited that amount early. So we had an extra upload on that. That means I've already used part of May's just to get food, but Chris is going to be gone, so Chris will be gone, and Grayson won't be here as much, if at all, while Chris is gone. So that's going to be 2 people that we're not feeding. It sucks to think like that, but that's just where we're at. Okay, so we got credit cards and rent paid. I do have some money left over in my one account. I think it's $92. So that might go towards subscriptions, or it might go towards, it'll probably go towards my phone payment first, just because of how it's laid out. I should be getting another pay on Wednesday, but because we don't ever know when they're going to actually give him his paycheck, we don't know. So this month, our lights are only going to be $57 because it's only for part of the month. So thank God we got a break on that. Our insurance is up, though, because of when I added his new vehicle on the insurance. It's been over a month since we made our first payment on it. So next week, we really need $537 to make our bills on time. It's overwhelming. That's really why I haven't sat down with you guys. I have not been going over the expenses, keeping up with it, because it's just so much, right? But I am going to need to do that. I'm going to have to force myself. I'm going to be starting to get my YouTube paychecks, and I'm going to be on here doing that with you guys, budgeting that out, because it's going to be as if it is non-existent, right? So what we're going to do is 30% save back towards taxes, and then the rest is going towards debt, as if I never had cash in hand, right? I'm saying right because I'm trying to convince myself, like, even if we're struggling, this needs to be done first. Because if I didn't have this channel, we wouldn't have the money anyway. So that's where I'm at. That's what we're going to do. And hopefully we will get caught up and no more stressing. And I will see you all in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.